Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. We are on the road and we are responding to a 613 and a 614. 613 being wrongful use of a key in a keyhole and 614 being broken key in a keyhole. Okay, so let's go see what we got. Okay. That one.
This is so funny.
That one.
Never happened.
There's definitely something broken in there. So, how come you got two broken keys? Have you broken one off before, or?
I came Sunday afternoon. I opened the door, but from Sunday afternoon I never went out. So my son came last night. He came 8 o'clock. He didn't even know. I don't know how he opened it if my key was broken.
It's definitely in there quite tight. It's definitely in the door quite tight. I'll see if we can get it unlocked and then push it through. Can't do that. Okay, so the door is open. If you give me a few minutes, I will see. Okay, there we go. There's our key. Let's put it back on the door. Okay, just leaving that 613, driving through the construction site of my hometown. Alright, so what did we learn from that? Okay, so it had a broken key off. They'd broken the key not once but twice. They'd broken the key off. Now, I did try and scoop it out. I was able to get my key removers over a couple of the pins and pull it backwards, which was good, but I couldn't get it all the way out that way. I did try a few times. After that, I noticed that by pulling it back, I was able to match the key configuration or the cuts of the key, which basically mean that all I needed to do was apply a tension tool to get the door open. I did try shimming the door as well, because if I can shim the door, then I can just dismantle the lock, remove the cylinder, remove the tailpiece, get a key blank and push that broken key all the way to China, and it'll come out the back end. So that's one method I like to do, just push it all the way through and take it out the back and then put the circuit back on and reassemble it. But I was able just to get it out the front just by taking the cylinder out and pushing it with a pick and lifting the couple of pins which were trapping it on the front out of the way. So that was pretty cool. Then I put it back. Look, the deadlock's not in the best conditions, probably should be replaced. Minimal money wanted to be spent on that job, so nobody kind of wanted to spend any money, and she wanted it done as quick as possible, as fast as possible, as cheap as possible, and that's the way it kind of ended up. So I got the key out, the lock's still working, as it always has been. The next thing about that lock is that I recut the key. So I put the key on a key machine and then I put some packing underneath it which lifts the cuts up, because a lot of the time what this problem is caused by badly cut keys time and time again. So they were badly cut keys, and that was most likely what was causing the problem. The spacing was out and the depths were out, because they'd had their keys cut at a key cutter that didn't know how to cut keys, and they were probably copy of a copy, and like a photocopy, it gets worse the more times you do it. So basically in the long run her keys were spacing out, you had to pull them back a bit, and also probably jiggle them because the heights were wrong. So when I duplicated that, I found those problems straight on the duplicate. I lifted the key up a little bit by using a piece of plastic, which gives it like point something of a mil more, lifting it up, because most likely on a lock like that it's always worn. So anyway, my key worked good. The only bad side to it was that the spacing was slightly out, and I said to the customer, look, the spacing's out here, how about I recut it again and we get it right? And she didn't want to pay any more money. It was $10 per key to cut a key. Now these days a coffee costs $10, a Big Mac meal at McDonald's costs $15. Now I've got keys that I'm still using 15 years later. A piece of metal that does a purpose, gets you in and out, $10 is not much to spend. It's not much at all. What other things can you buy for $10 that are going to last 15 years plus? Because I buy the good key blanks, the Silka ones, 15 years plus. What else is going to last 15 years plus for $10 investment? So anyway, didn't want to spend any more than one key. So at one key we established the spacing was out. We also established that the heights were correct. And that's the way her keys have always been. And it was a real shame we went all that way and she didn't want to just get one extra key, because that would have definitely made it feel a lot nicer in the lock. But anyway, cut a long story short, lock's working, keys out, everybody happy, and life goes on. Leave your comments down below, and thanks for watching.